type of manual transmission the double declutching is used? A. Sliding mesh gearbox. B. Synchromesh gearbox. C. Constant mesh gearbox. D. Epicyclical gearbox. 2. What is the use of the lambda sensors? A. To keep the exhaust temperature constant. B. To keep the exhaust pressure constant. C. To keep the air ratio within acceptable range. D. To keep the airflow rate of constant. 3. In transmission power flow from A. Counter shaft, input shaft, main shaft. B. Input shaft, counter shaft, main shaft. C. Input shaft, main shaft, counter shaft. D. Main shaft, counter shaft, input shaft. 4. In gear systems, speed reduction means A. Stabilization increase. B. Torque reduction. C. Increase vibration. D. Torque multiplication. 5. What does the term viscosity refer to when describing engine oil? A. The oil's color. B. The oil's ability to resist flow. C. The oil's cleaning ability. D. The oil's weight. 6. Which of the following is not performance-enhancing modification? A. Lowered suspension. B. Modified air intakes. C. Modified exhaust system. D. Painting the car with new paint. 7. In the semi-centrifugal clutch, pressure of the pressure plate against the friction disc because of weight located. A. Exerts uniform force. B. Decrease with speed inversely. C. Increases with speed directly. D. None. 8. In diagnosing computerized engine control system on LED engines, after connecting proper terminal to data link then to get diagnostic code on malfunction indicator lamp. Account the flash on the engine fail indicator lamp. B. Rotate the crankshaft read the code. C. Connect test lamp to distributor and read the code. D. Rotate cams haft read the code. 9. Air-fuel mixture in gasoline engine is assumed to be a perfect mixture when the air-to-fuel ration is A. 1:1, B. 21:1, C. 10.7:1.1, D. 14.7:1. 10. If AC stands for alternating current, what does DC stand for? A. Delivery current. B. Direct current. C. Delta current. D. Diverted current. 11. Greenhouse gases. A. Protect the earth from sun ray. B. Are important for health. C. Deplete ozone layer. D. All. 12. Connecting rods are generally have form. A. Cast steel triangular section. B. Frogged square section. C. Frogged eye section. D. Frogged circular section. 13. Increase volume trick efficiency of the engine to boost engine performance. A. Accumulator and breather. B. Resonator and catalytic converter. C. Turbocharger and supercharger. D. Intercooler and oil cooler. 14. Which of the following is among greenhouse gas? A. Hydrocarbon. B. Nitrogen oxide. C. Carbon monoxide. D. Carbon dioxide. 15. A gear with 12 teeth will turn as fast as a gear with 36 teeth. A equal. B 3 times. C half. D 2 times. 16. It covers all the vital information about the product including size, measurements, type, purpose, and quality required. A. Cost evaluation. B. Financial report. C. Technical specification. D. Complex equipment. 17. If the traction resistance is equal to the total running resistance, then which of the following will happen? A. The vehicle will come to rest. B. The vehicle will run at a constant velocity. C. The vehicle will decelerate. D. The vehicle will accelerate. 18. Why are lead compounds added in petrol? A. Increase power output. B. Reduce HC emission. C. Reduce knocking. D. Reduce exhaust temperature. 19. When the clutch is disengaged, power flow stops at the A. Transmission input shaft. B. Torsion springs. C. Driven disc hub. D. Pressure plate and flywheel. 20. Torsional coil springs in the clutch disc. A. Absorb the torque forces. B. Are located between the friction rings. C. Cushion the driven disc engagement rear to front. D. Are the mechanical force holding the pressure. 21. A method of drawing in which three-dimensional drawing is represented. In two-dimension is in technical and engineering drawing is A. Orthographic. B. Machine drawing. C. Perspective drawing. D. Isometric drawing. 22. During testing the alternator reading is normal, but the output ampere is 0. It is an indication to A. Open circuit in charging system. B. The starter motor is consuming more power. C. The ignition system is open. D. Short circuit in the charging system. 23. The advantage of fluid coupling over mechanical coupling in transmission. A. Improve acceleration at low altitude. B. Improve acceleration specially at high altitude. C. Is lighter in weight as compared to other design. D. Absorb and cushion of engagement and gear shift. 24. The crankshaft turns as the cams haft. A. Half as fast. B. Twice as fast. C. Equal as fast. D. Quarter as fast. 25. The gear in the transmission that is always in mesh with the input gear is A. Second and high-speed gear. B. Counter shaft drive gear. C. Idler gear. D. Low-speed gear. 26. When the clutch is engaged, spring pressure clamps the friction disc between the pressure plate and A. Clutch pedal. B. The flywheel. C. Reaction plate. D. Differential. 27. In transmission when low gear is selected. A. Two small gear drive each other. B. Small gear drive large gear. C. Large gear drive small gear. D. Two large gear drive each other. 28. 3 valve springs have tension readings below specifications. What should be done? A. Replace the springs. B. Heat the springs and quench them in oil. C. Shim the springs with 0.060 shims. D. Lubricate the springs. 29. Throttle position sensor, TPS, is used to convert the degree of throttle plate opening to an electrical signal to the ECM/PCM. A. Thermistor. B. Variable resistor. C. Condenser. D. Capacitor. 30. Which of the following represents types of dry friction clutches? A. Torque and converter clutch. B. Circular and rectangular clutch. C. Coil spring and diaphragm clutches. D. Wet and dry clutch. 31. A medium truck which original has no trailer was modified to incorporate trailer. The track brake use air for brake. The mechanic is expected to make modification on A. Electronic system. B. Hydraulic system. C. Pneumatic system. D. Door opening system. 32. Takes care of the lengthening and shortening of the propeller shaft. With rear axle movement, propeller shaft has A. Release joints. B. Elbow joints. C. Universal joints. D. Slip joints. 33. All of the following can cause damage to turbocharger except A. Restriction in exhaust system. B. Improper fuel pump. C. Lack of oil change. D. Inadequate cooling. 34. When checking piston to cylinder wall clearance, which of the following is the wrong? A. Using a feeler gauge on the thrust side of the skirt. B. Using a dial indicator and a micrometer. C. Using inside and outside micrometer. D. Using a feeler gauge at the ring lens. 35. Customers bring a vehicle to garage for maintenance. What a mechanic does procedurally. A. Collect information form customer road test the vehicle visually inspect the vehicle perform instrument test. B. Road test the vehicle collect information form customer visually inspect the vehicle perform instrument test. C. Road test the vehicle visually inspect the vehicle collect information form customer perform instrument test. 36. In torque converter the unit that avoid the bouncing back of fluid and improve power losses. A. Rotor. B. Impeller. C. Turbine. D. Stator. 37. Power can be transferred from engine crankshaft to the alternator by A. V belt. B. Gear. C. Cable. D. Rope. 38. When lines of a magnetic force cut across a conductor. A. Resistance increase permanently. B. The wire cools permanently. C. Voltage is induced in the conductor. D. The conductor is permanently magnetized. 39. Cars and light trucks typically have caster setting. This helps steering wheel return to center. A. Straight. B. Positive. C. Negative. D. Zero. 40. When engine coolant temperature is low. A. Injector make fuel ratio lean. B. The injector injects more fuel. C. The injector opens slowly. D. The injector injects less fuel. 41. When the clutch pedal is released on a hydraulic clutch linkage. A. Master cylinder piston will keep on move forward. B. Master cylinder piston return to original position by spring tension. C. Master cylinder piston return to its original position by hydraulic pressure. D. Slave cylinder move forward by hydraulic pressure. 42. Is a solenoid-operated device controlled by the engine control module. A. The fuel injector. S. B. Sensors. C. Fuel pump. D. Starter solenoid. 43. The brake pedal holds on the first application if force is maintained on the pedal, but goes lower with each successive gentle application, gradually going to the floor at a stoplight. What is the problem? A. The booster valve is faulty. B. The master cylinder is leaking internally. C. The booster is not working. D. The wheel cylinders are leaking. 44. What will happen if the vehicle is made 50% heavier? All other parameters remain the same. A. The aerodynamic resistance will increase by a factor of 1.5 squared. B. The running resistance will remain the same. C. The running resistance will decrease. D. The running resistance will increase. 45. Which of the following material is used in knock sensor? A. Thermistors. B. Piezoelectric pickup. C. Thermocouples. D. Flap type sensor. 46. When the engine is cold, the starting of the engine is usually A. Smooth. B. Noisy. C. Easy. D. Difficult. 47. During a compression test, among the procedure one is removing A. Cylinder head bolts. B. Car battery. C. Spark plugs. D. Wheel tires. 48. On throttle body injection system, the fuel injector is mounted on the total body injection assembly, whose metering tip is located directly above it. A. Carburetor. B. Injectors. C. Throttle valve. D. Intake manifold. 49. What will happen if the traction force is negative? A. The vehicle will first accelerate and then decelerate. B. The vehicle will run at a constant speed. C. The vehicle will accelerate. D. The vehicle will decelerate. 50. Where are the electro-optical sensors used? A. Position and speed measurement. B. Cooling water flow measurement. C. Lubricating oil flow measurement. D. Piston temperature measurement. 51. Torque converter is special form of clutch that transmits torque at maximum efficiency when A. Drive unit turns at slower speed than driven unit. B. Drive unit turn at much faster speed than driven unit. C. Both drive and driven units are get maximum speed variation. D. Both members are turning at close to the same speed. 52. When a cold engine is started, it requires a mixture. A. Chemically equal. B. Moderate. C. Leaner. D. Richer. 53. While bleeding diesel fuel system, the A. Transfer pump is actuated. B. Injection pump is pumped. C. Flywheel will be rotated. D. Crank pulley is rotated. '54. In job order costing systems, production expense information like material costs, labor cost, overhead cost can be found from A. Customer condition. B. Financial resources. C. Discount offered. D. Company handbook. '55. A head has a scuffed valve stem. What is the most probable cause? A. Too little valve stem to guide clearance. B. Bad valve guide seal. C. Engine run slow. D. Poor cooling system maintenance. '56. Shaped like cones with the tops cut off, the teeth point inward toward the apex of A. Bevel gear. B. Planetary gear. C. Helical gears. D. Spur gears. '57. If two meshing gears have a 4:1 gear ratio and the smaller gear has 12 teeth, the larger gear will have A. 12 teeth. B. 48 teeth. C. 24 teeth. D. 36 teeth. '58. Sum of rolling and aerodynamic resistance of the vehicle. A. Running resistance. B. Air resistance. C. Traction force. D. Frictional resistance. '59. The engine control module sends a reference signal to sensors. A. 1V. B. 12V. C. 24V. D. 5V. 60. Engine torque is higher at A. High speed. B. Low speed. C. Intermediate speed. D. Crank speed. 61. What is the purpose of keeping vehicle history? A. To underscore how good is keeping data. B. To know if the vehicle engine can be adapted to EFI. C. To know how the vehicle is productive. D. To know if the vehicle is electronic fuel injection type. 62. What is the remedy if injector is not spraying in proper pattern in EFI engine? A. Clean the defected injectors and reuse. B. Replace the defected injectors. C. Injectors are non-replaceable. D. Adjust the defected injectors to specification. 63. In tire designation P225/60R1689H, the number 16 indicates A. Aspect ratio in percent. B. Tire size in millimeter. C. Tire air pressure in Pascal. D. Rim diameter in inch. 64. In the typical friction disc, torsional vibration is absorbed by the use of a series of on the friction disc. A. Coil springs. B. Wave pads. C. Heavy cushion bolts. D. Pads. 65. An electric fuel pump in gasoline engine is located A. On engine block. B. Near engine. C. In the fuel tank. D. Near engine. 66. Bent push rod is resulted from A. Excessive engine speed. B. Sticking valve. C. Worn rocker arm stud. D. Excessive valve guide clearance. 67. Representation of components using drawing/lines in accordance to set rule is term used as A. Perspective drawing, B. Mapping, C. Machine drawing, D. Orthographic drawing. 68. The consists of two donuts vane members, guide rings and driving shafts. A. Transmission, B. Fluid coupling, C. Automatic transmission, D. Automatic clutch. 69. Which of the following is an acceptable method of measuring? Main bearing bores on crankshaft, A. Outside micrometer, B. Inside micrometer, C. Steel ruler, D. Digital outside micrometer. 70. As a manager, you cannot evaluate A. The performance of the employee, B. The risk-taking characteristics of the employee, C. The attitude of the employee, D. None. 71. Job order costing system determines the price of while still maintaining the company's profitability. A. Gross products, B. Estimation of labor, C. Individual product, D. Overhead cost. 72. By lowering the vehicle chassis, the vehicle weight carrying capacity will increase, because this modification A. Lowers vehicle center of gravity, B. Increase vehicle's wheelbase, C. Lowers vehicle ground clearance. D. All. 73. The undesirable change in physical, chemical, or biological character of air, land and water is referred as A. Ecosystem, B. Pollution, C. Environment, D. Ecology. 74. In a disc brake, which component provides the pad-to-disc adjustment? A. Caliper, B. Piston, C. Piston seal, D. Bleed screw. 75. On what principle does the braking system in the vehicle work? A. Gravitational force, B. Magnetic force, C. Electric force, D. Frictional force. 76. Is a system that takes place when customers order small, unique batches of products. A. Estimation, B. Randomization, C. Job order costing, D. Technical evaluation. 77. When using a digital millimeter voltmeter function to check for voltage drop, meter leads should be connected A. Across the component or circuit, B. To any non-conductive material, C. In series with the circuit, D. On the positive side of the circuit. 78. What is the purpose of the fuel pressure regulator in an EFI system? A. To filter the fuel, B. To maintain a constant fuel pressure at the fuel rail, C. To pump fuel from the tank to the engine, D. To measure fuel pressure. 79. What is the function of the idle air control (IAC) valve in an EFI system? A. To control the amount of fuel injected during idle, B. To control the amount of air bypassing the throttle plate to maintain a stable idle speed, C. To measure the temperature of the intake air. D. To regulate fuel pressure. AD. What is the term for the process of adding extra fuel during cold engine starts? A. Cleaning. B. Enrichment. C. Stoichiometry. D. Oxidation.